Hello everybody, a very Merry Christmas to all of you and a very Happy New Year in advance. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Sunehri Chidiya. Thank you so much for hopping in here, and as you would have already guessed by the title of it, today's video is going to be all about a very wearable makeup look that I currently have on my face. It's a very wearable day come night kind of makeup look. If you wish to amp up few things here and there, maybe you can make your regular wing liner turn into a cat eyeliner, or maybe you can go for a bolder highlight to just step things up. Otherwise, this is going to be the basic wearable makeup look for the day that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, then please don't forget to like this video, share, and then comment in the comment section box below and let me know what kind of videos would you like to see in future. So now, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Let's start with the lip balm first. Use a lip balm of your choice, like so, and prep your lips for the makeup. Once that is done, let's move on to the eyes. I like to do my eyebrows first, so that is what I'm going to do today. I'm using L'Oreal's Maximalist palette, and using the brown shade from the palette, I shall be lining my eyebrows and then filling them up also with the same shade. Just carefully place the product like so. Actually, not so carefully, because we'll be cleaning up our eyebrows later, so you don't have to worry about precision that much at the moment. So one of the eyebrows is done, and yes, I see a lot of people not doing their eyebrows when it comes to a face makeup, but I would suggest all those people to not skip this step, because doing your eyebrows really makes a lot of difference to your makeup look. Like, you can see the difference here. This is a well done eyebrow, and this is not so well done, like half nude, half lined up lash. So I'm carefully drawing my other eyebrow also. See, now both of my brows are done. So I'll move on to the cleaning up part of it. I shall be using Maybelline's Fit Me concealer in the shade Light. And now I shall be placing the concealer in place very carefully, because I don't want to mess up this part. So this concealer, I've seen that tends to settle in really quickly, so that's the reason why I'm going for one eye at a time. You can also use a flat shader brush for this step, but I do not generally like using too many products or too many tools while doing my makeup, because 10 tool matlab 10 bari safai. Kaun karega itni safai? I'll make use of my fingers to blend in the rest of the product. See, so now this eye of ours is all prepped up. And I'm not going to set it with a powder at the moment, because I want to reduce the number of steps that I take in this makeup. So instead of setting my eyes first, I shall be applying the eyeshadows directly, so that the setting up part also is done by the eyeshadows itself. Since Christmas is a festival of red and white colors, I shall be making use of a white eyeshadow for the highlight part as well as the inner corners of my eyes. I'm taking the product on my fingertip and applying it in the inner half of my eyelid. So that is done. And now I shall be placing a color with some warm tone, maybe something like this. In the outer corner of my eye. See, like so. And now comes the most important part of it, that is blending. Because blending is the key to a perfect eye look. I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush and blending the product in place. And when I'm blending this warm color, I'll take it along the socket line of my eye so that the entire look looks cohesive kind. See, that is done. And now I'll make use of the brown from the same palette again, this one, and I'll deepen my crease with the same shade. See, that is done. Now going back to the white shade, I'll enhance my inner corners and the inner eyelid. Now I'll do the same on the other eye and be back. I generally like using a golden highlight for my face because I think that the golden shade suits me well. But since it's Christmas, so we'll make use of this silver color highlight, silver or white color you can call it. Because yes, Christmas is all about reds and whites. See, my brow bone is done. And taking the product on the tip, I'll highlight my inner corners. See, the highlight of my eye area is done. I'll use the brown shade now from the Maximalist palette and do my lower lash line with the same and using the same brush. If you are using a lighter shade first, then you can use the same brush if you're going to use a darker shade after that. But vice versa is not true or not practical. So yes, the eyeshadows are done. Let's move on to the eyeliner. I am using Maybelline Colossal Bold Liner in the shade black. And since I have hooded eyes, I'll be going for a really thin line of liner. and a really short wing, because larger wings do not suit hooded eyes. So if you also have hooded eyes, then I would suggest you also to go for a really thin line, because if you go for a thicker line of eyeliner, then it will cover most of your eyelid area that will be visible when you open your eyes. And if you are a hooded eye person and you wish to have some tips specific to people with hooded eyes, please let me know in the comment section down below so that I can respond to your queries. See, the eyeliner is done. I'm using Maybelline's Hyper Curl Volume Express Easy Wash Mascara now to coat my lashes. See, the mascara is also done now. Let's move on to the base. I'll just use some of my Maybelline Matte Plus Poreless Fit Me foundation in the shade 128, that is Warm Nude. Taking some of it, the back of my hand. That's a lot. So yeah, taking some of it at the back of my hand and then rubbing it like so, just to warm it up a little. I am going to use my fingers to dab the product on my face. As I've already stated, I do not like using too many tools, so I'll be using my fingers to do the blending part as well. I have a tiny little tip for you right here regarding your base makeup. So if you want your base makeup to look more natural, more like flawless or so, then I would suggest you to concentrate the product more on the center points of your face, like this area, this area, this area, this. Concentrate the product here and then dab it in place, and then use the remaining content, whatever you have on your tool or otherwise on your fingers, to apply it vaguely over the periphery. So that way you won't even have a clear demarcation of the chin area, I mean the chin area, neck area, or otherwise between the cheek and the neck. So it gives more of a natural finish to your look. Foundation is done. I'll use Maybelline's Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 15 Light to set my under eyes. Using a fluffy brush, I am going to set my under eyes a little bit on my nose, forehead, near my mouth area. To give a kind of a bronzed up effect to my face, I'll use Lakme 9 to 5 blusher in the shade Ginger Surprise. This is a really beautiful color which would, I think, suit all different type of Indian skin tones. I am using a little bit of that, and starting from my hairline, I'll apply the product in place and swipe it across like so. Now again, taking some more of the product and applying it onto my other cheek. Again, make sure that you carefully blend it in your hairline so that it gives it more of a natural finish, natural look, I mean. See how that makes so much of difference. Now my face looks more defined as compared to what it looked before. Now I am using Color Bar's blusher in the shade Coral Bliss, which is a shade like this. And I'll use it as the blush of the day, using the same brush because no extra tools, no extra hard work of cleaning. And I'll apply it here. Again, taking it into my hairline so that it looks cohesive, and giving it a soft flush of colors. I'll be using some of the blush on my nose as well. A little bit on my forehead, little bit on the chin, here and there, everywhere. Now the final part of the makeup look, that is the lips. Let's give some color to them, and I don't think anybody has any doubts regarding the lip color that I'm going to choose today. Christmas is all about reds and whites, so let's go for a red color. I am using Colorsqueen's pure matte waterproof lipstick, which is non-transfer and is in the shade Indian Red. This is a local brand and I'm not sure if it's available online or offline in your area or not. I'm not really sure about it. I bought it from Delhi around 2 years ago. ना इस लिपस्टिक के साथ अच्छी बात ये है, English. The best part about this lipstick is you do not even require a lip liner underneath. It gives such a good coverage, such a good color, which is transfer proof as well. And the lipstick doesn't bleed. So I'm really actually very happy with this lipstick. done. Now let's fix everything in place using e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. So this completes my makeup look for the day. Let me just change my clothes now and get ready for Christmas.